Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for stopping by. So as promised, it's been about a week. I finally did get my hands on the new Surefire EDC2-DFT dual fuel turbo. See if the camera will pick that up here in the nighttime. Yep, there you go. Be rolling in some B-roll here for you guys during the day to show you. So this is the tan version that I got my hands on. There was a individual who asked a question on the EDC1 video that I recently posted, why the tan was a little bit more expensive. I decided to call Surefire to find out. The answer is the paint costs a little bit more and it's basically a Cerakote. It takes a little longer for it to cure or dry on here, and just the labor behind it is what drives the price of the tan up a little bit more than the black ones. It does also feel a little different texture-wise than the black one. I have the EDC1-DFT turbo in black, and I do feel a texture difference because of the color. So there is that. And kind of like with the other video, we're going to be comparing it to the EDC L2, which I did purchase this about 5 years ago. I wish I could say I've been using it for the last 5 years, but the honest truth is that this went into my get home bag and it's been in my trunk this entire time. I've barely ever really used this. This one does have, I believe, 11,300 candela and 1,200 lumens, but the one that you guys are here to see, that we're going to talk about mostly, is the EDC2 dual fuel turbo. It has 100,000 candela and 700 lumens, and that's when you are using it with the 18650, this time I'm getting it right. It's the 18650 battery that comes standard with this. If you do decide to use this with two CR123 batteries, then it is going to drop down to 90,000 candela and 600 lumens. Oh, one other thing, using it with the 18650 battery, you're going to have a run time of 2.75 hours. And with the CR123 battery, it's going to be, I believe, an hour less than that, so 1.75 hours, which is pretty darn impressive. Okay, and again, we're just going to be comparing it to the older one, that's about 5 years old. All right, so I'm here at the same exact spot like I was last time. The homes that are being built are about 150 meters away in the background there, and then the ones that are lit up, those are about 250 meters away. So I'm going to get behind the camera and going to show you what 100,000 candela looks like through the Surefire, and then I'll be putting in two CR123 batteries and I'll be showing you that as well. So initially we're going to have the new EDC2-DFT turbo. So there you go, those are the homes that are being built. It's actually referring to the ones in white, not these. Toll Brothers is building these super fast. All right, and then those are the ones that are about 250. And then you've got the back, hill, mountain, whatever you want to call it, in the background. So a good amount of spill right here in the front, right up around here, but definitely a hot spot. That allows you to get a lot of throw. I'm sure those people over there are getting kind of upset that I'm coming over here and that I keep lighting them up. All right, and now here's the older one, the EDC L2, 11,300 candela, 1,200 lumens. Now this one only takes two CR123 batteries, and they are brand new. So this is the max distance, the max amount of light that you're gonna get. Back in the day, I was really happy with this. I went out on a couple night hikes with this, and this is what I preferred over my EDC. But yeah, the new turbo, definitely an improvement. I keep forgetting to range the fence right here. I'm sorry, I do. Okay, so there was another comment that someone made on the EDC1 video, and it was, how hot do these things get? I kind of wish that I would have recorded this yesterday, or maybe 2 days ago when it happened, but we had a homeless person in our neighborhood that just decided to just start shouting at the top of their lungs, bloody murder, he's trying to rape me, all this stuff. I went out onto my balcony, and sure enough, I was using the Surefire EDC2 to light up, you know, the area and to kind of see what was going on. I was able to see her. She was about 100 meters away. When I ranged it this morning, it was like 97 meters from my balcony, and it was 11 o'clock at night. She was waking everyone up. Everyone's telling her, you know, shut the F up, be quiet. We eventually had to call the cops, but I did use this light for a good maybe 30 minutes of it being on. During that whole entire time, I didn't feel like the portion that you actually hold on to was getting hot. It definitely didn't get uncomfortable at all. So let me show you what I'm talking about. This part right here, right, where you see my hand, this hand, hello. So this portion got a little bit warm, right, where the battery sits. That part got a little bit warm, but not hot. Not anything close to being hot. Now this portion right here, that part gets pretty hot. And then the light head itself also gets very, very hot when you do use it. So these two portions will get pretty hot, but again, where the battery goes, it doesn't get hot at all. I was very happy with that. Other lights like Modlites, O-lights, stream lights, cloud defense, for as good as those lights are, they do also get a little hot in the handheld portion of them. So right on for Surefire. I don't know if it's because of the length or maybe because it was a little bit cold at night, but yeah, I had no issues with it. All right, so now let me switch out the batteries. Let me show you what the throw looks like with two CR123 batteries, which again is going to be 90,000 candela and 600 lumens. Just give me a second. All right, and as I'm changing out these batteries, as I'm putting in the two CR123s, I just want to say, full disclosure, Surefire doesn't know me. I wish they did, but they don't. If you know anyone at Surefire that works there and you want to forward them this and be like, hey, this guy really loves your products, please do. Also, I have been using Surefire for about 24 years. Yeah, I'm a lot older than I look. All right, so here I have now two CR123 batteries. Let me just get behind the camera and I'll show you what that throw looks like. All right, so two CR123 batteries. Remember, with this, you are getting 90,000 candela and 600 lumens. Okay, now this is a little bit shorter of a distance. I'm just going to show you guys here. Let's say 25 to 35 yards, something like that. This is still using the two CR123 batteries. And then here's the OG EDC L2 from like 5 years ago. And now this is your 100,000 candela, 700 lumens, using a fresh 18650 battery. And the old EDC L2T. Turbo, the OG. And one last thing that I did want to mention, as I was setting up for this, there was an individual who commented on my earlier video asking how I turn this on into the low mode, because this does also have a low mode. It's 25 lumens. And so I responded to him, letting him know that I would be showing that on here. So again, thank you to you for reminding me, because I failed to do that in the first video. So the first click here, it's going to give you, you know, the max amount of lumens that you can. Turn it off, turn it back on, and now you're going to have the less lumens, the 25 lumens. If you turn it off, turn it back on, you're going to get that 100,000 or that max brightness, and then the low setting right there. So just a quick setting, and there you go. And then if you want to see a comparison between the EDC1 and the EDC2, and I haven't already mentioned that, I will be posting a video about that as well on a separate night, maybe in 2 to 3 weeks. Okay, so another thing that I wanted to mention is the batteries that come with these Surefire 18650 and the 18350 batteries. They do come with a micro USB that plugs directly into the battery itself. So now you don't need the tray to charge your batteries. Now you can charge your batteries directly off of your battery banks, off of your laptops, from your cars, pretty much wherever you can. And I don't know if it's just me, maybe you might know this, I don't. If you have a recharging tray of say 2 or 4 and you put 2 batteries or 4 batteries all in there, are they all being charged at the same time? Or is it one battery is being charged, once that one's fully charged, it moves on to the next, and then it moves on to the next? Or if say you max out all the batteries that can be on there, because there's so many batteries being charged, does that mean that they're being charged slower? Or would they still be charged just as fast as if there was only one battery on the recharging rack being charged? I hope that makes sense. I don't know, but that is something that I do like. I did also decide to run a side experiment on the 18650 batteries from Surefire and comparing them to Modlite. They both have the same milliwatt, ampage, output, volts, you know, all that nonsense. And I decided to use it on a Modlite. Fresh batteries, I turned it on, I started a timer, and I just let it run until the battery until the light flashed, basically saying, hey, the battery's about to die. That's when I stopped my stopwatch. And the 4 or 5 times that I ran the experiment over several days, the Surefire batteries always lasted at least 7 minutes longer than the Modlite. So, you know, take that for what you will. Okay guys, that's it. I hope you appreciated that. If you found it useful, please like, comment, subscribe, share, do all those good things. It helps out the channel more than you know. Thanks again for stopping by. Take care. Another thing that I failed, come on, record on me. Hello.